Yeah, I'm an unrealistically large fan of alliteration and things like that.
I see. Connor's the guy talking to the. Connor looks like a twat in his sailor outfit.
I know, I like this, like, looking at him over the bridge of his nose.
Like, what the fuck? Looks like he's like 60 with that hat on.
This guy's like, we are so fucked. Connor drives a hard bargain.
Yeah. I bet.
Remember, he's like 60 now.
Yeah. I mean, he's like that one Robin Williams movie where he just hyper ages.
Benjamin Button?
No, that's the Brad Pitt movie or whoever the fuck that
In
is.
which he backwards ages.
Yeah, no.
Which I still think was a great film.
It was.
Or at least great for references.
Yeah. Who the fuck would let Connor drive a boat?
I still don't know why we let him drive it.
I mean, like, going from the game, he's captained like what, a ship 3 times?
Well, I mean, I haven't been doing the side missions,
Yeah, but the
yes.
side missions aren't canon. But like, why wouldn't you have someone who's been literally sailing a ship his whole life captaining?
Oh, like the guy next to me?
Yes.
Fuck that guy's day up.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I'll be honest here. This was so much fun.
I bet. The ship combat looks pretty fun.
Should we check out that 2-for-1?
Yeah. Yeah, ship combat looks fun, if not tedious if it drags on too long.
Yeah, it can definitely be that. It's also very easy to take damage that you're just, like, not aware of.
Yeah. Because you've got, like, what? Like, damage coming in from all sides, but you really only see one direction.
Yeah.
You guys gotta be eyeing the minimap like a hawk, I guess.
But hey, I don't mind minding a mini-map.
Anything the ship combat shit things are cinematic as all fuck.
Oh, yeah. I know it doesn't make any sense, the, how you duck, and then therefore your ship just magically takes less damage from a full broadside attack.
Yeah.
But I think it's really well done within the game, where it's like you duck and then you see the cannonballs like whizzing over you guys.
It's one of those things where game mechanics get in the way of realism. I'm okay with that just to make the game a bit more fun. Or
Yeah,
at least
and it does
doable.
add.
Because
It allows you to like lug this clunker all the way around the sea,
Yeah.
but still be like dynamic in fighting people.
yeah, or at least gives you just like a lever for like skill where you can just sort of dodge some damage as opposed to just tanking damage the entire time. Like all those like red coats charging into your cannon fire ones. You just take damage the entire time during those.
Yep. I mean, there really is no efficient way of doing that. Getting shelled pretty hard, guys.
Oh shit. Well, other than being completely and totally unrealistic on 3 ships versus like a fucking armada, but like whatever, it's cool.
Yeah, so this is like the first time I'm really dealing with these tiny ships shooting me in the face.
Oh, so close.
I could have made it.
Do your
Could've been a
friendships
contender.
like actually do anything, or are they just there?
Yeah. Yeah, the French ships actually downed the last ship that was in the last section.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do a lot, no, but they do stuff. Yep. I played this one a little bit retarded.
YOLO. Oh no, one of your dudes is dead. What the fuck is the guy like just sort of just like chilling on that railing doing? It's like he's asking to die.
What, the one to Connor's immediate right?
No. Well, not immediate right. Over to the left of the cannon, down the stairs. He just standing there. Oh, fuck.
Mm.
I'm assuming he's doing rigging stuff, but like it just looks like he didn't need to be where he was at all.
Mm-hmm. He's part of that rigging crew that runs up and down the riggings at all times.
So why are we doing this?
Um, so in the meeting with the French guy with the powdered wig, we discussed our mission where we need to bomb New York so that we can infiltrate the militarized district, or rather, so we can infiltrate a fort within the militarized district so that we can assassinate Charles Lee.
Okay.
Because as soon as Connor, said, I'm going to kill Charles Lee, Charles Lee hid the fuck away.
Why did he do that? Why did he
Why
say
did
that?
He do what?
What?
Because he doesn't like Charles Lee.
This is why you're a twat, Connor. Because you say stupid shit like that.
And then wonder why people respond to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so this is what Connor was discussing with the one French guy on the boat right before this started happening, is that we have to help defend the New York Bay from all these British ships, and then he'll totally back us on our play.
Want to know what I think bugs me the most about Assassin's Creed 3? You're not a fucking assassin. None of this captaining a ship and doing all this shit thing is assassin. Like you're coordinating shit with like an army and shit. Like what the fuck? You're not an assassin. You're not doing anything like that.
Well, they had to integrate it with the American Revolution somehow.
Oh, they could have made it more of a behind the scenes thing. I'm gonna believe this fuckwit has any like captaining like ability whatsoever to. Like, Connor's not charismatic at all. He doesn't seem like he'd be able to work with anyone. Most of his interaction with the people end up with him like getting yelled at, or him yelling at them.
And then someone leaves in a huff.
Yeah, usually Connor. Or the guy he insulted the fuck out of, basically. Like, he's not charismatic, he's not likable. Like, which makes this whole him working with like a big army type thing just kind of ridiculous.
Especially, it really did bother me how it's like we end up reporting directly to the president. But
because like in all the games, even like the shitty like sequels to 2, you were an assassin, you did assassin things with other assassins, and you barely worked with anyone else who wasn't an assassin.
People always had assassin ties, but this is like you hung out with Achilles, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But I mean that.
At the very least,
sections
your
were really
big enemies did not know you were the one doing everything. I know the both sections are fun. I just like it's dragging on to the point where I have nothing left to talk about. Because like, oh, this is neat. Okay, cool.
But wasn't that amazing? How I blew open a hole in them and then shot them to. Blah, blah, blah.
That was pretty cool. Like I said, like the boat sections.
But you're right. It's
There's just
not.
there's nothing to talk about though.
Mhm. It's not quintessential Assassin's Creed. But I mean, quintessential Assassin's Creed was a bit shit, where you have to like deliver mail to random people,
It's
or
not even that. It's just like remember in Assassin's Creed 2 where you infiltrate that one guy's mansion with the fucking hang glider? That
yes,
was kind of cool. It felt like you were at
yeah,
least stealthy and doing everything.
even if it was hang gliding.
Yeah.
But that was really fun. It's like you used Leonardo da Vinci's shit to break into someone's house.
hmm
It was awesome.
and like almost all of the assassinations in 2 you could do without getting caught.
hmm I think that's definitely kind of a highlight that's severely missed here is that in AC3 your assassinations were scripted more so than anything else. Is that earlier games there would be like a script that you needed to follow to get the assassination, but these are like this boss is a punch out and this boss is a run after him when he
Mm.
knows you're chasing him and you have to shoot him. They're truly scripted.
Yeah, no, like one thing in Assassin's Creed 2 is like the combat was kind of a punishment for fucking up. Like you had tools in place to stealth. I mean, they weren't good tools, but there were tools in place to stealth. Like for the majority of everything. That and I think the notoriety system's been retarded for a while now.
Yeah, made sense originally, but now
Well, now it's
it
the
needs a
only
little
way
bit.
to ditch your wanted level or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It would feel a lot better if it was just like, oh, you can do that to get out right now, or you could just like hide somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. So this was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
How we just boarded this guy's ship
Mm-hmm.
and started messing everything up. But then it got awkward when like I couldn't leave combat to
Yeah.
walk over something.
The combat really shows how clunky this game is.
A little bit. We need a new combat engine.
And the immersion is totally getting ruined when it's literally Connor versus like 15 dudes with guns, and they
Mm-hmm.
can't do anything. They're all
Yeah.
just like packing up over there, just like coming at you one at a time. Up.
And I'm just kicking everybody off. This actually makes sense when I kick them off and they just die.
Yeah. Or at
The
least
open
are out of the fight.
seas. Yeah. I concede that we need to have a few cinematic like chop a guy in the neck, then roll behind another guy and stab him in the spine, and then pitch forward and knife another guy in the neck too.
hmm
We need that, but there are way too many enemies.
Yeah. Or at the very least, make it so that enemies are dying in one hit if you have that many
Mm-hmm.
enemies.
Yeah. Some kind of scaling system where just the rule of ninjas. The more ninjas there are, the less powerful they are.
Yeah.
I should never be in a situation unless like I was literally retarded where I'm fighting, 12 heavies and it's all taking forever.
Yeah. It just like, let's say the average fight should always take 10 hits to finish, like 10 well-placed hits.
Mm-hmm.
Be that it's 10 guys, it should take 10 hits, or if it's like 2 and they both take 5.
Yeah. But, I mean, like the earlier videos have shown, if I'm just hanging around town, it shouldn't be 30 guys just because I tried to stop stop a firing squad in the middle of town, which I was directed to just by arriving there.
It kind of seems like the purely scripted fights work off a lot better, if only because there's nothing else to happen in that area. It's not like you're wandering around chasing someone.
Yeah, it's
Like,
controlled.
when you're like in a building and there's like 5 dudes in there, you're only gonna fight those 5 dudes right there.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big problem is just like the later you get into the game, the more arbitrary health everyone has.
Hmm. For the sake of being later in the game and
Well, that
increasing the difficulty
not even
linearly.
not even that. It's just like you unlock better weapons as the game goes on, so it kind of balances out. But
Hmm.
I still think that's retarded. I still
Yeah.
think you have no reason to make health scale like that. Just make weapons
Mhm.
purely cosmetic. We've had this
Yeah.
conversation before, I realize,
Hmm.
but like
Hmm. No, no, and I was just gonna say is that that just makes sense.
just every archetype of weapon, be it like okay, long swords are all like this, they have the same range and whatever, they just look different. Whereas short swords are all like this or something. I'm fine with that,
Hmm.
but it just